You said that your older brother is working for your police department now. He's on patrol. Your
Hmm.
twin, is he out of the jail? He's on patrol
Yep.
as well? Okay, so tell me about this. How do you deal, or maybe you don't even think about it, and maybe you've had these discussions with your brothers. Are there any concerns about you guys going out on a deal together? Do you think you have to overly worry about your brother because it is your brother?
Hmm.
You're in these situations. So do you ever think about that?
You know, I don't think so. Obviously we're really close.
Mm-hmm.
But I think at the end of the day, we kind of all understand if something's going to happen, something's going to happen. Um, but I think the other big part of that is, I mean, all law enforcement, we're all big one family.
Yeah.
We're all. I might not know somebody in Twin or Jerome, but they're fighting with somebody, and your adrenaline's up. You're like, I want to go, but kind of can't. But um, you know, when my brother Chris was on field training, I was actually FTOing one of our new guys. It was his last day of shadow phase where I was just kind of following around in my own car to calls, and we had got a pretty hot um, disturbance. Guy who had attempted to choke this gal, and we ended up fighting him. And I remember talking with Chris afterwards. He's like, "Yeah, you called out. They got the air cleared. Heard you fighting with one, and my truck is only doing 105, and I can't get there fast enough." But I think at the end of the day, I don't know if we've really talked about it. I think it's just more of a if it's gonna happen. I mean, it's gonna happen. I mean,
Yeah, I'm just trying to put myself in your shoes right now, which is, on the one hand, I think it'd be kind of fun working with my brothers, but on the other hand, I would think I might have a little bit more concern, a little bit more worry that something is going to happen. It's one thing if you're out there with another officer who obviously you have a relationship, you're close to,
mhm.
but it's a totally different thing working with your brother.
Yeah. Obviously, I mean, you have a little bit extra concern, like, oh, he's going to a hot call. Like, all right, I'll keep an extra ear out for that in case he needs me to run that way. You know, um, Me and my brother have actually, I was Nick had my brother Nick had just started, um, and I think I was riding with him for 2 night shifts. Just kind of swapped off different people training him. So I trained him for like 2 days. And that night, my brother Chris was working in Wendell, and he was responding to a call. Guy pulled out in front of him, and he ended up crashing into an ice box. Uh, so we call him Icebox now. But uh, um, it was definitely like, oh shit, is he okay? Um, but I mean, he gave us, yep, I'm good. You know, I think it's just a little bit extra, keeping an ear out, make sure they're good. If they're not, I want to go help.
Yeah.
You know,
You touched on this earlier, but I think it's funny. I don't know how I'd react if I was the older brother getting told what to do about the younger brother.
it is. I don't know how he does pretty good with it. I think he stopped bringing me his reports to proof. I don't think he likes my red pen as much. Um,
That's funny.
he I think he gets a little annoyed when I mark it up. A little, you know, but I enjoy working with my brothers.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, we're not morning people at all, and we can all be a bit grumpy in the morning. But it's kind of comical of we can have the tough conversation with him, and no, he's not going to get his feelings hurt. But like, or if he messed up on something, 'cause I think all of us are kind of in that same boat of if I do something wrong, tell me.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I'm messing something up, tell me so I can fix it.
Yeah.